what you saw is the prologue, so it is the first mission in the game that leads up to what's about to happen. It takes place in Baku, Azerbaijan, and there's a hint about China in the end. So at this point we haven't really wanted to kind of read the last pages of the book and reveal who the murderer is, and rather stick to what we have right now. But I guess we'll definitely reveal more as we go on. It's a mixture of in-house and consultants, since we just, I mean, the single player group with Stefan Strandberg as the director has done a great job of focusing on delivering an experience. And I think and I hope that it comes across in the demo, everything from choice of Bonnie Tyler in the music instead of something that probably would have been more obvious. But so it's when you build a game, you need to be brave and sometimes dare to go where people didn't expect you to go. I have high hopes for our single player team and for our team and all, and it's interesting times in the studio. Yeah, I think Koem said it, but overall, I mean, what we mean by that is we've been around for so long where we had all the things that we could kind of. It's very easy as a developer to say, yeah, if we only had this or that, we would be able to do magic. But now we have such a powerful engine that it's in many ways it's your creativity and fantasy that sets the borderlines. Of course, we can't have a million characters on screen. There's as always technological limitations, of course, but in general, I think what is after there is that we are at a point where creativity rules, and it's not really dictated by technology to the same point that we felt before. And then, of course, whatever SKU or whatever platform you deliver it for, you have those natural boundaries, but we have to work within them. So when it comes to our single player experience here, we early on, as mentioned before, we were really happy with Battlefield 3 and the single player as well. But where we missed out was on the core Battlefield experience there. So by opening up, giving you more of the tools that you see in multiplayer, and give you the player autonomy for you to drive kind of the events, we feel that will give you so much more in return, investment in the game, and kind of in terms of fun, joy, and experimental kind of enjoyment. As well as we have moments like when you cut off the leg, where we want to tell the story, but we try to ensure that we ease you into it. We don't have a hand of God that grab you out of the situation and put you there. So it's craftsmanship and just careful direction by Stefan Strandberg and the team. Welcome to my world. It's the life of creative director and I guess a game maker, where especially when you have a game, I mean the whole franchise has been played by over 65 million people, and just Battlefield 3 alone over 20. So we have the hardcore community who want one thing. We have other communities, or even people who we never get to hear, but they're avid gamers and lovely customers, and we love them both. And where do you strike the balance? So for me, many times when we look at, for example, features, I try to put them on a line from kind of a general gamer to the hardcore, and just see that we try to cover all the areas and not just credit one of them. And then it's really important with Battlefield and with a lot of, we always we try to make it even easier than ever to get into, but then to not remove depth. Since people think that by making it more accessible, it's going to be less Battlefield. But we still want to keep if you played a lot and you learn to master it even more, there's always more for you to dig into, and team play and all of that. So we keep on pushing the boundaries, but we always need to think about that we don't only have one type of customer. And sometimes you have to do hard choices, and some people will like me and some people will not like me, but trust me, I'm doing my best to make the best possible game within those realms. It's Yeah, it keeps you sleepless sometimes, but I wouldn't like to have it any other way.